Why you crash market for? Why you crash market for? No crash market. No crash market. Me long market. No all-time high. No all-time high. No crash market. Hey, how are you? My name's Kenny Glick. I've been trading for 30 years. And if you were not involved in this crash this morning or this afternoon, then I feel bad for you because you might not know what you're doing. So stop what you're doing. Admit to yourself that you might not know what you're doing if you didn't make money today because you should be welcoming. You can't go up every day. Holy shit, or maybe you can. What the hell just happened? Ah, now the fun's over for me. What the hell just happened? Oh, the quantum stocks are finally just going down. Oh, that's what happened. I was like, what the hell just switched? What the hell's going on here? Oh, all right. Oh, Micron Technology is saving the day here. That's what's going on. That's going on. You guys, this is why I don't trade and talk at the same time. It's why I don't trade. It's why I don't talk and trade. Anyway, here's a one I'll let you know. If you didn't understand what happened today, if you don't understand UVXY, the correlation between what happened with UVXY and the volatility products, if you don't understand bucking the trend, take a look at VRAR, QMCO, and NUKK. I don't know if you guys know about the Nookie. Put it this way. We had a 30-cent option. We did a straddle. You guys know what a straddle is? Yeah. You know what a straddle is? Let me explain. You're anticipating a big move, but you don't know what side it's going to happen on, right? We expected there to be a big move on the Qs today, right? One way or the other. We're not going to sit around after the Fed meeting, right? So we anticipated there'd be a big move. So we bought a big straddle. It's not actually a straddle. It's called a strangle because we didn't want to pay up. Usually you go right at the money and you buy both sides. So the Qs at the time were Qs at the time were 535. So basically we went 5 points up, 5 points down, 30 cents each. Bought the 540s for 30. Come on, you fucking hump. Meanwhile, the whole market crashed. and I was shorting stocks that weren't going down, which was really, really fucking annoying. Like these quantum stocks, which I'm still short right now, and I thought they were just giving way, and they don't want to give it Jerry or back yet. You gotta be kidding me with this fucking stock. You gotta be kidding me. I almost got lit up while the market was crashing, shorting stocks. I still almost got fucking beat because I was short QMCO. I couldn't even get Nookie. I was short QBert. Didn't want to go down. I figured the market starts to crash. They're going to take down some of these names finally, and only a select few of them really got hammered. Like here, I'm going to have to cover this piece of shit now because it looked like it was about to break 10, and now it's not breaking 10. Stupid. Here's what I'm trying to articulate this point, right? When the market does something, right, that you don't expect, right? That's why we're not speculators as much as we are reactionary traders, right? Because I came in and I'm like, all right, cool. Interest rates. They're going to cut them, even though I didn't want them to be cut because I'm sitting with a lot of cash. I like high interest rates. Everything I need to refinance, I already refinanced. So I'm good. So to me, it's just I base that on what I wanted. But I also was hoping maybe if they don't cut interest rates, that would add volatility to the market, which I like. I like when the market gets slammed because it gives you opportunity to make money shorting where there's generally no opportunity to make money shorting, right? So we bought both sides thinking, all right, we can buy both sides. If the market has a whipsaw down like it normally does, we'll make money on the puts and then we'll still be long the calls when the market usually rallies into the close after the Fed's done talking. But what changed? Something changed. What changed? Something changed. What changed? Something changed. What was it? UVXY. Hey, look, UVXY is going up. Doesn't the UVXY usually go down after every Fed meeting? Yes. Why is it going up? I don't know. But I'm going to say the UVXY usually knows more than I do. So I'm going to short the market because UVXY is going up when it's usually going down. And that's the trade. That was it. Yeah, my wife knows. That was it. That's the whole premise of the entire sell off. Look at UVXY doing something it doesn't normally do. Let's accept that and do what the market's trying to tell us that it's going to tank. We had 30-cent options that we paid for the 530s and the 540s. 60 cents, right? So the idea is that if you can make 60 cents on one side, then the other side's free. So at $1.20, we're selling 30, 60, 90, made 400% on our money. So then we were anticipating. See, that's where we went wrong. We anticipated the market coming back, even though UVXY was telling us it's probably not going to come back. Those 30-cent options, I know this one's going to hurt. And again, 400% on my money I made. They went to $14.40. $14.40 at one point. So if I had just done the one side or just let it ride, right? The 30-cent option, right, went to $14. So think about that. Just put it in perspective as thousands. A $3,000 trade, right, at one point was worth a $3,000 trade was worth $140,300. And that was in 2 hours. So the next time you're bitching and moaning about some stock that went up without you, this market continues to provide opportunities that I've never seen in my life. And you just got to keep going, go back, and just do it. Do it. There is another opportunity around the corner. Never be upset about missed opportunity. The market continues to provide. And it's just something. It really is. Take a look at what Nookie did, NUKK. We were in the stock from $1.80 yesterday. Stock hit $70 today. And you're not even done complaining about selling that yesterday at 5 and today at 12 or 15. And then you get a 30-cent option going to $14. For you guys that don't know how to do math, let me show you. So 30-cent option, right? Going to $14, right? Okay. So 0.30. Well, let's say it went to 1430 basically. Yeah, let's just say 14, right? I can't even use a calculator. Divided by 0.30. See that number? 46 times your money in an hour and a half. When you know what you're doing, the opportunities find you. It's not the other way around. There's options that do that almost every day. Well, not 46 baggers, but you see, my point is, we did 400%, and normally you're thinking, I just made 4 times my money in 20 minutes, and then an hour goes by, and you're suicidal. And then I wish I could make some of this. I wish I can make some of these stories up. And we were going to pretend that we ran it. We held it the whole time. We were going to be pretend. I can't pretend. So then I'm short RGTI, QBTS, and QMCO. And I'm thinking, all right, market's crashing. They're going to come for these. They're going to come for these quantum stocks. They all start moving down. I'm making money. I add to them all, and I turn all of them into losses. While the market's getting hammered, I'm losing on shorts. Look what VRAR is doing. The stock is now up more so today than it was worth 3 days ago. When the buying comes in, it just comes in. And what you saw today, when they hit the exit buttons, that's it. They hit the exit buttons. It's programmed, right? So when these stocks they're bucking the trend, the buyers are still there, even though the market's pulling them in. The buyer's still there.
What's the matter with you?
I can't even explain it. I've been doing this 30 years. So I'm still amazed by what just happened today.
I know. Why did it dip so much?
Oh, did it dip? I don't even know if it did dip.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
When I dip, you dip. He dips, that dips. Yes.
Where is it? Last I saw, it was sitting there. I think it's in the.
And it's funny.
You still didn't clean this up?
What?
You didn't clean all this shit up in here.
Be gone, lady.
Be gone?
Yeah, there goes my Nookie. Look at this thing. Yeah. You guys know the Nookie? Yeah, you do. You guys want to vomit? Yeah. You remember Nookie today? I know you can't see over my. Here, that's a stock. So, I mean, I'm just making myself sick, but here. And listen, this is the best part of the story. The story is there's a lot of best parts to this story, right? This was us buying it. The faux show bro, we're buying the stock yesterday right here at 240. And we were loving it. We made 320, 350, rolled over, we were done. Right? So then it broke back over the high of the day. We gave it another shot. It got to like 440, 450. And then it got to the 5. And we were pretty much done. Because each consolidation kept leading to breakouts. All right. So we were in the stock right here. Fantastic. Starts ripping. $2 stock, right? All day yesterday, ripping. Come in today. What do you think my first instinct today was? Where the hell is that Nookie stock? I want to short it. My first trade of the day. I'm shorting the stock. This is me. I'm barely awake, shorting this thing right here. Right here, 7:30. Comes back, rolls over. I'm loving it. I'm short this whole time. I do a morning show at 8:55. I went on live with these guys to talk about what's going on. I was like, hey, this Nookie's pulling back here. This was a pump and dump from yesterday. But now that it's coming back to pre-market lows, so let me show you what I was doing. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Come back. So we were at, you see the level where it closed yesterday in the aftermarket is where they brought it back to there. So that was my target. So I was like, all right, we brought it back to the close of the aftermarket yesterday. Let me cover. And then it started to go up. Right? So I was like, oh shit, there's no way I'm going to stay short the stock. So I covered it. I made some money, covered some flat. And then I was like, hey guys, if it breaks the VWAP, maybe we should buy it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, if it breaks the VWAP, maybe we should buy it. So we bought the stock. We covered the stock. And then we went long at $17.11. And it went to 21. Have a nice day, we thought. Right? Selling it, selling it's $20 and then getting stopped out at 20 on the way down. So basically 17.50 to 20. Great trade. Comes back to the VWAP, breaks VWAP. We're all thinking, we're all ready to start congratulating ourselves for a trade well done. And then what does it do? Just consolidates at VWAP. We call it the shuffle or the jiggle. And just regenerates its life. It's life force. It's Popeye to the spinach. And damn, right there, I was like, maybe I should buy it back at 2085. I ain't buying this thing back. Bang, 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 bang. Goes to $33. Finally, blow off top candle, gets halted. That's got to be it. Blow off top, engulfing bearish candle, gets halted to the downside. That's got to be it. That's got to be it for this Nookie, right? It's got to be it. It's got to be it. No. Doesn't even break freaking VWAP. And all it does is consolidate between VWAP and those peaks. Breaks out, breaks the freaking 33, and tacks on another 100% to 68. Finally starts to tank. You're thinking, all right, it's definitely over. So I'm sitting there calling people to try to get a borrow on the stock right around here. Thinking, all right, I'm going to short this thing at 45. It's going to tank 11 points into the close. It rallied 30 points. So when you see something like that, right, you want to believe, right, that you're going to buy something at $2 and hold it to 77. The only way you do is if you fall into a coma. Because on the way from 2 to 77, not only were there reasons to sell, there were reasons to go short. That's what's so hard about this market. But here's the best part. The way you do stay in some of these names, just don't sell it all one price. That's all you can do. And let me show you my mistake on the Qs. So here, this is now pretty much an epic freaking mistake. It's hard to believe, really, that I'm still doing this. Oh, I'm sorry. I was underestimating. I said, did I say $12.30? No, they were 16 or something. All right. Anyway, there it is. Let me get the theoretical value off the charts. Studies, edit studies, no. Studies, edit studies. Get rid of this thing, boof. Not yeah. Now the pain's starting to kick in again. That's us. 30 cents. 30 freaking cents. Look, they rip up here, right? And I'm telling people, offer out at 120. Offer out at 120. Offer out at 120. When it pulled back to $1, we're like, oh no, right? So then here it spikes to the 120, right? We sell half the contracts, thinking that we just made an epic trade, selling 120, some for 80, held some because it never broke down. And then on this move, we're like, all right, cool. Gets to the 120. The people that didn't sell it at 120 start selling some more here at 120. We're still in. And then right here, this candle, we're like, all right, 120 looks like, well, we're going to get. That print up at 19 is real because uh, these stay liquid till 4:15. If you didn't know, I'm actually literally crying right now. If I just would have said, all right, here's my moment. I've been waiting for 3 months to short the market. Let me just let this ride, see what happens. I mean, I only had 10 contracts, but seriously, $300 turned into 14,000. Ah, 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 ah. You understand why I'm deranged now? So I was just trying to commiserate with some of our members today. I am the king of annoying pricks. I know it. That's why I'm surprised my wife can even stand me anymore. All I do for 30 years now is complain about woulda, coulda, shoulda. I can't help it. I'm a degenerate. I look at the, oh, woulda, coulda this, woulda, coulda that. But 30 years later, as I'm trying to get people the cliff right now, right? If you're consistently if you're consistently complaining about stocks doing something after the fact, that means you're in theory doing something right as much as you're doing something wrong at the same time. Because if you're consistently complaining for 30 years about stocks that go do something after you get out, that means at least you're finding the ideas. So while we were complaining about, I mean, I almost can't believe where my rigatoni is. I mean, I bought the stock at 92 cents. It went to 12.75 today, right? I'm in a $3, $5 call spread, right? I'm in SOUN, right? Originally a $12.15 call spread. The stock hit 25. I'm in a 14.26 call spread right now. But let me just show you some of the blatant manipulation, right? Just You see what you're seeing right here? It might not look like something to the novice investor or the trader. You see how it hit the orange line to the penny, and then that's where the buyers were? That's what we do for a living. The market is rigged, and it blatantly goes to certain levels because that's the rigging. It is all pre-programmed. Even this crash today, this wasn't really a crash. This correction, it's all pre-programmed. So when you start seeing the cascade of the cues, right? All these red lines were trades that we did over the last couple of weeks. It violated everything. And by the way, this is what you call the Jerry Orbach trade. You just gave 2 weeks back of grinding higher. You gave it all back in one candle. But look how perfectly this set up. So here's the 5-day VWAP, right? So usually 5 days is where stocks tend to live. You got there, right? And then we started to chop around. That's why we kind of said, hey, maybe that's it, because that's what usually happens. Then the roll. When it rolled, that's when we start looking at 10 days worth of VWAP, and it got there. So we're like, hey, when did we start buying? Because that's what usually happens, but you broke it. So then we started looking at 15 days worth of VWAP, and it got there. And that's where you started the season buying. But then you broke down. And then you went back and you said, how about 20 days worth? And you got there. And there still wasn't really any buying. And then you go back and you start looking at 30 days. And we started saying, shit, are we really going to go down to 513.73? And we got there. So when you start to see the algorithmic levels for what they are, pre-programmed prices for where the market's going to go when you have momentum in that direction. My friends, if you fear volatility, this is the greatest day now of the year, because now we got all the levels where stocks broke down from, right, will be new resistances on the way back up, and you'll be able to judge where stocks will have some problems, and not if they rally back, when they rally back. If you think the bull market just ended today, we hit a massive target of 539 in the Qs. And now we can consolidate, but whatever the sell-off gets to, let's say we drop the other 15 points and Jerry Orbach the whole freaking move, because that's what could happen, right? So here's the 1 month. We're below the monthly. I think we could go back and flirt with where we broke out from. That's simple. That's 511.45. That's 4 more points. But if we don't hold there, we're going to give it Jerry Orbach and check this price out. Right smack dab in the middle of the move, right? There's the Trump gap, right? That's our 3-month VWAP. You telling me this market can't get slapped in the face for another 15 points on the Qs? Of course it can. But that's where the fun starts. Because if we don't hold, we're suddenly in a bear market. If we do hold, right, it's going to be awesome. So UVXY, Qs, quantum stocks. I never thought I'd be living these days again, and here we are. This is the greatest time to have an education, to understand price action, because that's all this is. This is not about companies. There's no difference between any of these companies. They're all worthless. All these quantum stocks are all based on hype and speculation. 1 or 2 of them will survive. 5 or most of them, 80% of them will be at zero, probably 2 years from now. But now that you have volatility back in the market, it actually becomes a little bit easier to trade, not harder. The grind higher is harder because you just feel like you're chasing every trade. You need some back ebb and flow. Kind of hurts, leaving $140,000 on the table. I could have appreciated that trade. But anyway, it's just a day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. The party never ends. Oh, by the way, I'm going to hang with the. Today's the Gravesend. Well, you can't see that, but I'm part of the cast of a TV show. Hopefully, I don't get left on the cutting room floor. But today's the wrap Christmas party, so it should be fun. I'm gonna be hanging out with Chaz Palminteri, Andrew Dice Clay, maybe Amanda Santi will be there. Should be a fun night. All right. Do not fear the volatility. It's the greatest year ever. Obviously, you know what happened to me on August 6th and 7th, so it's not been the best year for me, but overall, it's been a fantastic year. All right. Good luck. Stay healthy because we got a lot more to do together. All right. Later.